Hey guys, it's Cassie back again with another video, and for today I am doing a video review on the Enchanted Sonata. Reason I have it on my Kindle Fire here is because I received an art copy from NetGalley, and I believe the publishing company is Smith Publishing or Publishers or something. So they gave me it in exchange for my honest review. The Enchanted Sonata is a Nutcracker retelling, so it's completely different from with the story that you know, and it's kind of a different rendition of it. It is by Heather Dixon Wallwork, and I originally have read another book by her right here called Entwined, which was a retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses. So I was really excited to read this. The Nutcracker story is one that I've really liked as a child. I remember, I think it was like when I was like 6 or 7, the first like big Barbie movie came out, and it was the Nutcracker, and I got the doll and I watched the movie, and I just love that tale. And then you also kind of, if you've watched Fantasia, they put some of the Nutcracker songs in there as well, so I've always had that memory. So it's just a story that I really like, and it's a great Christmas story to read when it gets a little colder outside, or just anytime you feel like you want to get whisked back into your childhood. It's a good story. So I was really excited to start it, but unfortunately for this book, it did fall a little flat for me, which I was really disappointed in, and I don't know, I just really found myself having to get through it and just like grit my teeth and bear it. And I'm someone that I need to finish a book even if I'm not really into it. So I did it, and I was giving it a chance and thought maybe it'd get better. So I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars. I mean, it's still a good book if you like the tale or you like retellings. And I don't know if any of what I'm talking about has changed since it's been published. If you don't want any spoilers though, I would say just don't watch this video until you've read the book. But if you do stay and want to hear my reasonings, I might spoil it for you because it's a little bit hard to talk about it without having that happen. So one of the things with the book, it did start out a little slow, which sometimes with books they do start out slow, and then when you start reading it, it starts getting interesting. Pretty much that's what happened to me with the beginning of the book, and I was, giving it a chance. But it was towards the middle section that I just started really having issues with. One of them being Clara, in my opinion, from the character. She is very selfless, she's giving, she has a heart of gold pretty much. And I didn't get that from Heather's version of Clara. I felt like she was more selfish. All she cared about was, when do I get home? I have this concert that I have to play at. And I have this guy that is just, he's gorgeous and he's like my future husband, and that's more important to me. And it just, I don't know, I just felt like she was just being very childish and just selfish and bratty. And there's also a scene that kind of confirmed it, where the Nutcracker kind of tells her she's kind of being silly, and she just kind of flies off the handle about that and be like, what do you mean, like, you don't know anything about this guy? And I don't know, I didn't like her as much as I should have, whereas I'm used to her being like, she helps the Nutcracker get through to the Rat King, and just she helps the different people that are in that world. And it just, I don't know, I didn't like her as much, and I think that's one of the reasons why I just ended up not liking the book. The other thing that really bothered me was, there's a scene where the Nutcracker and Clara, and I think there's a couple others, they are getting prepared for a rat invasion with the person who's kind of like the Pied Piper with the rats. He kind of controls how the rats behave to him. He controls the kids being turned into toys and everything like that. So they're in this abbey with all these nuns, and the Nutcracker decides it's cool to mock religion pretty much, where they tell him like, oh, well, God told us there was going to be something. And he's like, oh, did God really tell you this? And like, he just keeps mocking them. And then he kind of threatens about he's going to arrest them, because they talk about them like sending like kind of like wiretapping illegally through telegrams to find out what's going on. And I don't know, for me it kind of did not sit well with me, and it really made me angry, because I think what the author was trying to do was try to make it funny and try to give you that humor, but at the same time, it just, I don't know, it kind of hurt my heart, because I believe in God. I don't go to church or anything like that, but I do believe that there is God, and I do believe in being a good person, and I just felt like the Nutcracker was more like mocking these nuns, saying, oh, well, you're being silly, this doesn't exist, you know, your beliefs are stupid. And I think that's something that Heather, like I said, was trying to make become something that was like the comedic relief. It just wasn't working for me, and it really upset me. So that was another thing that I really didn't like. The other thing that really stuck out to me, there is a word that she keeps repeating it. She keeps calling, she's using it as an insult. A lot of the characters that are in the story call people that are kind of like dumb or idiotic pancake heads. Now, at first it was very funny when I saw it, and I saw it in a couple times, but when it becomes the only insult you can think of to call people, it's not funny anymore, and it just seems like, oh, well, I don't know what else to call these people in this world. So you end up seeing like people being calling pancake heads or a pancake or something like that, and it could have been done better. Like I said, I don't know if that's been fixed since this was a unedited proof, which I completely understand. So I don't know if maybe if I pick it up and I, you know, like if I got it from a library and tried to reread it again, maybe it might be fixed. I don't know. But just stuff like that just kind of really gets me. It's just not something. Overall, I think the story was okay. I don't know if it's just me being stupid, but I didn't like it too much, and I was really sad because, like I said, I read Entwined by her, and Entwined is one of my favorite stories. It was done perfectly. I connected to the characters. I couldn't put the book down, and this one I just found it hard to like try to read and like push myself through it. But I don't know, for me, that's just kind of my personal preference with the book. But if you do like retellings and you do like the Nutcracker story, or, you know, you need a Christmas read, definitely give it a try and see for yourself if you kind of have the same opinions as me. But just for me personally, this wasn't a book that I think I'm ever going to read again. I mean, if I do, it might be like if I want to check it out again and maybe give it another chance. But definitely nothing on Heather. I do realize she wanted to do a different retelling, and I'm still willing to read more of her work. I just think this is one of the books that I don't want to put on my shelf, and I don't really want to read. And from what I read from some of the like Goodreads comments and stuff, the Goodreads reviews, a lot of people did really like it, and a lot of people, you know, got the art copy like I did, but I think a lot of them also said too, like it's going to be a series, so maybe that's why it just seemed like it was a little rushed, and maybe I wasn't into the story as much. Maybe she is going to make it a series, so I don't know. If that is true, don't know if I'm going to finish the series. I might, just because I said, well, I've read the first book, might as well read the other ones. Maybe it might get better, so I'm just hoping. But yeah, so that's my opinion on the Enchanted Sonata. Show you guys the cover again there. Get that out of the light. But yeah, definitely, it just came out last Tuesday. And I actually got the arc, I think, like that Tuesday, and didn't realize, oh, it was done. So I quickly read it and just, did the best I can. So, like I said, this was not a paid promotion. I just wanted to really give my opinion on the book and let the author know how I felt. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know. If you've read the book, tell me your thoughts, or if you have any questions about the book, ask me. I'll be definitely willing to help you. I am going to post links down to my Twitter, my Instagram, and I believe I've been doing my Goodreads page. So if you have questions, or you want to just start following me to get updates on when I'm posting, the links will be down there. And that is it. So thank you guys so much. Have a good rest of your day. Bye!